Indian freedom struggle stands as one of the most remarkable sagas in world history, a journey marked by courage, sacrifice, and unwavering determination. For nearly a century, millions of Indians from all walks of life united to transform a colonized nation into the world's largest democracy. This story begins in the mid-19th century, when the seeds of resistance were sown against the British East India Company's rule. Revolt of 1857, often called the First War of Independence, was a watershed moment. Princely rulers, soldiers, and peasants came together, led by heroes like Mangal Pandey and Rani Lakshmibai, to challenge colonial authority. Though the rebellion was ultimately suppressed, it exposed British vulnerabilities and marked the end of company rule, ushering in a new era of direct crown control and setting the stage for future resistance. As the 19th century progressed, the spirit of nationalism began to take root. In 1885, the formation of the Indian National Congress (INC) provided the first organized platform for political discourse. Founded by A.O. Hume, the INC became the voice of the people, nurturing leaders and fostering unity across regions. The early 20th century saw the British attempt to divide and rule, most notably with the partition of Bengal in 1905. This move sparked the Swadeshi movement, where Indians boycotted British goods, revived indigenous industries, and promoted self-reliance. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal inspired millions with their revolutionary fervor. The period also witnessed the rise of radical protests and the demand for Swaraj, self-rule echoed in Tilak's powerful declaration, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it." Freedom struggle entered a transformative phase with the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi, who championed nonviolent resistance and mass civil disobedience. Gandhi's philosophy of satyagraha, truth force, turned the movement into a people's revolution. The non-cooperation movement in 1920 saw mass boycotts of British institutions, while the iconic Salt March of 1930 challenged unjust colonial laws. However, the journey was not without tragedy. Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919, where British troops fired on unarmed civilians, shocked the nation and intensified the demand for complete independence. Despite brutal repression, the Quit India movement of 1942, launched with Gandhi's call of "do or die," mobilized millions in a final push for freedom. The spirit of unity and nonviolence became the movement's defining legacy. After nearly 2 centuries of struggle, India finally achieved independence on August 15, 1947. Jawaharlal Nehru's stirring tryst with destiny speech marked the birth of a new nation. However, freedom came at a heavy price. The partition led to the creation of Pakistan, triggering one of the largest migrations in history and widespread communal violence. Despite these challenges, the legacy of the freedom struggle endures. India's constitution and democratic values were shaped by the vision of its freedom fighters, inspiring movements for justice and equality worldwide. The spirit of self-reliance continues to guide the nation as India moves forward on its journey of unity, diversity, and prosperity, carrying the lessons and inspiration of its remarkable past.